So we were just talking about decentralization, blockchains, bitcoins. We heard you've been doing some research. What's in the data? Like, what do you see?
Yeah, so, I've been surveying a lot of the community within crypto, and what we've been finding is that, when you look at a lot of the roots and a lot of the majority of the base, you see it's libertarian, it's conservative, it's a lot of people that are fervent about the idea of decentralized money. We need to get rid of central banking. We need to, erode the power of the government. And so there's a very, strange, counterculture that is within the base of the cryptocurrency community. However, while that was the origin and early adopter set that came through, more recently we're seeing that a lot more mainstream people are getting in, especially after the Q4 2017 rally where Bitcoin hit about nearly $20,000. A lot of people piled in, and they're not actually sharing those same countercultural beliefs. They're more likely to be centrist or liberal or even socialist. And so what we're seeing is that there's really these two groups really solidifying of very ardent, anarchist, or just people that want to shirk the system, the traditional way of doing things. And then on the other hand, you have these people that don't really have that and just want like a cool new app or a cool new way to transfer money around. And if that has a connection to government, they don't really care, or they don't really see the layers upon layers of political ideology that's behind all of this. And so ultimately, these two camps will have to recognize one another as different, even though they're in the same industry right now. And they'll ultimately come into conflict saying, what are our goals, and what are the ends that we want to get to?
So I think that because this is decentralized, we are having to find our way in terms of authority in many different ways. And because nobody really knows where this technology is going to draw its line, it seems that what is Bitcoin is in many ways a matter of what people feel is Bitcoin. We know some basics. There's 21 million coins. We know that this is a value sending protocol that started with Satoshi. But there's little leadership groups that have formed, and in the Bitcoin group we have two now. One leadership group is Bitcoin Core, and the other one is Bitcoin Cash. And depending on how you feel, you will find one or the other to be more authentic, or that speaks to you and your values. And so that's been a major issue in the space, and I think it's a positive development, because in decentralized models, we don't have a government to rely on to strike its gavel down and say, this is what you believe. And it's really a bottom-up movement where we say, this is what we believe, and people of a like mind have chosen one camp or another in these movements.